ladies and gentlemen. How we doing tonight? Welcome to episode 55 of the Mayhem Show with Mark May and my co-host Lewis Perry. Our special guest tonight will be none other than Chris Graves, and he will be on in about 10 minutes. We're going to give him about 10 minutes to come on. In the meantime, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about between me and Lewis. Big stuff coming up for not only my Kickstarter, which you guys just saw the preview for, as our intro video tonight for Hellbringers Shattered Truth, which is going to have some big-time cover artists, guys, huge cover artists for this campaign. As you guys know, I think I have about 2 chapters left, maybe 3 chapters of this Hellbringers series that we are going to be putting out to you for the next couple months. October, I believe, is the date that we're going to be ending it. So August, we're going to put out the next Kickstarter. We've got some big cover artists, Chris Graves being one of them, for the Kickstarter coming out here. We'll be showing off that original art here a little bit later. Before we do that, let's talk a little bit about the cons we got coming up here. We got Amazing Vegas coming up in September. We got Colorado Springs Comic-Con coming up in August. That's the big one we want to talk about right now. And to help me talk about that, we're going to bring on our special co-host here, Mr. Lewis Perry. We haven't seen him in a couple weeks. We've taken a week off to get everything set for this big Kickstarter that we got coming up here, guys. It is going to be huge for the next Hellbringers chapter. And, guys, I think Lewis has some big news himself. For a little something that's happened to Lewis. Lewis, what's going on, man?
Wait, man, what's happening? Yeah, we're not going to be at Colorado Springs this year. The Angry Geeks. I was getting hit up on Instagram by a couple people asking if we were going to be there, but we are not going to be there. But that's cool, man. Because ARE, we're doing other stuff for ARE. That's our next convention is going to be Colorado. Our next convention is going to be Rhode Island Comic-Con. And that's the 10th November, anniversary. Right? Yeah. Well, we got a lot of stuff rocking and rolling for that. We're going to all stops 10th anniversary. That's our next convention. Despite what you see on the internet, despite what you've been hearing, that is our next convention only. Rhode Island Comic-Con. It is. Rhode Island Comic-Con is our next convention. No other convention. Rhode Island Comic-Con, because we are ARE. We are only ARE. But not only are we ARE, but yeah, Mark, we do have a huge announcement. And I just found this out last Monday as well. Angry Geeks, we signed on to Pod TV on Roku. Check that out. Now, Pod TV not only is it on Roku, but I just found out I had a meeting with the people from Pod TV on Monday. Dude, we're going to be on Amazon as well. Rocking and rolling. We're going to be on the Fire Stick. I was like, are you serious? And they're like, yes. I was like, good Lord, look at that. So everyone that is with me is coming with me. So also Reality Entertainment, coming with me, baby. We're going to be rocking and rolling live on Roku, on Fire Stick. Yes. Yeah, you'll be there. Of course you'll be there. Man, of course you will be. And, only the top management of ARE know about this. So, Steve and Connie. So I talked to Steve last Friday. I'm going to be going down hanging out with Eric Yako on Sunday because I got a special event down there. And we're rocking and rolling and cooking. And too many cooks spoil the pot or the soup. So we only got certain people involved in this. And, man, I'm like, I couldn't be more happier on what's happened. I was flattered. They had said that the Angry Geeks, I got to remember the exact quote because all this happened so quickly. They were like, you guys, the Angry Geeks are a spot of green in a sea of yellow. And I said, what does that mean? And of course, in my post, they were like, you stand out. You stand out, man, where everyone else is boring and this, that, and the other thing. You guys stand out. You make people laugh with the flashy colors, the Macho Man hats, Wonder Woman, the ripped jeans, the T-shirts. We stand out. We get people to remember us, and that's what they want. So I was like, wow, man, I'm flattered. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, man. That
Thank you,
is
brother. I appreciate it.
well deserved. You've been doing this for a long, long time, dude.
I told people, listen to me, listen to my words. It's gonna work. You have to listen. And we had people not listen. We had people listen. We had people go, yeah, right. You don't know what you're talking about, and it paid off. Hard work does pay off. And I had people whispering in my ear, telling me, dude, keep doing what you're doing. It's gonna pay off. And those people I'm with right now. So and I appreciate that. So I couldn't be more thankful to, I'm grateful for everything. And to all the naysayers or people saying it's all ego, this, that, and the other thing, yeah, I got two words for you, and to go listen to DX. That's all I got to say. I mean, we the Angry Geeks brand, everyone that did stick by and helped us out, they all knew the blood, sweat, and tears that we went through. And I mean, I got a lot of people to thank. I didn't do this alone. And I love each and every one of you guys. And for the naysayers, like I said, DX. I mean, if you don't know what DX is, YouTube it. They got two words for you.
So,
But yeah,
Lewis,
I'm super.
let
What?
me ask you a question, sir. What was your favorite moment ever from the Angry Geek show that you've done over the years, dude?
Everything that we did for ARE, man. I mean, crap. My favorite. There's
You
too
can't
much.
say everything.
There's.
You
I
gotta
mean,
pick one. You gotta pick
I
one. What's the
can't. I can't. I
you
mean,
gotta?
that's a question I can't, because that's a question that we ask when we're working with celebs, and I just can't do it.
I understand, but you gotta try. Just give me something,
All
even if
right.
it's
You know what? All right.
else.
The one thing where Jamie had to actually calm me down, because I was actually on stage with everyone and I was shaking when I met Carl Weathers, because he knighted me on stage. And I was freaking, because everyone knows how I feel about Stallone. Everyone knows that what Rocky means to me. So when I couldn't even announce the whole entire cast of the Mandalorian by name, because we're supposed to announce them. I couldn't get the words out, and he came out last, and all the cast members, because of Chris Bartlett, they set it up so Carl can sit next to me. And when he walked out, he walked right over to me, and I just handed him his mic, and he just did this, because I called him the King of Sting, the Count of Monte Fisto. He just did one of these, told me to kneel, and then he took the microphone and knighted me. I got to say that, because that was just, I'm getting goosebumps again thinking about it. And then the next day, before he was leaving, we had our panel on Saturday. That Sunday, he came over. I was on the floor and I was talking to somebody, and he walked by with his agent, saw me, and walked straight across the con floor. And he came over and put his hand on my shoulder, and he had that voice.
Oh
And
yeah.
I just turned around. He sought me out just to give me a hug and say goodbye. And I was like, wow. It just took my breath away. And he was, it just, that was a dream come true. That I'm never gonna forget that. Never at all. So that is one moment of the Angry Geeks that I would never forget. And Jamie was there to share that with me, and that was incredible. And of course, all the people that we met too, man. I mean, I met you because of the show. I met all the ARE staff, and getting to be a part of that family. And it's just incredible. I mean, all the people, and it's what's really cool is being on TV in the surrounding areas in my town, because we're public access. So we're on like 5 or 6 different stations around here, and going out, and then you see like a kid that sees, oh my god, that guy works for Wonder Woman. Oh my god, that guy knows Batman, because they see them in costume. It's not like they're seeing me as the guy, But your little kids, and it's that's cool too. And it's like, yep, yep, yeah. Oh my God, he was with the Walking Dead. Oh my God, he was with Yondu. Oh my God, and it's really cool. And they ask me how you do that, and I'm like, well, just be yourself, have fun. Follow your dreams. Just don't let no one. If you read a comic book or if you like a movie and someone makes fun of you for it, don't worry about it. Follow your dream. Do what you do. Like that. Don't worry about the other guys. Just,
Well, what's
you know.
funny, for a long time, Star Wars, Marvel, all comics was
hmm
considered a taboo kind of thing. Like, it was more or less that if you read them, you were a nerd. And now everybody reads them. Everybody
Yeah.
likes Star Wars. You know what I mean? It's a majority thing now. And
hmm
it's kind of weird. Like, you think about what 15 years does to the process, of percent.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
You think about this. Rhode Island Comic Con is the biggest show in New England, bar none. It's the best show. We got the best guests. We got the best artists. We bring them in from all over the country. Okay, we got the biggest celebrities. I mean, this year, Jared Paccadelli from Walker, Supernatural, Stephen Amell from Arrow, and Heels. Which, oh my god, I can't wait about that. The list goes on and on. They already had Star Wars week come through. They have, I mean, the list is huge this year. And every year they knock it out of the park. This is the number one show. And it's everybody's there. Families go there. Okay? And now with us being broadcasting internationally because of the Roku thing, we're going to be bringing our footage internationally. Just imagine who's going to be coming there now. Because I was told we're going to be dubbing our show in Japanese, Indonesian, German. So just imagine the people coming over to see
All
Mark
over
May.
the
Oh my
world.
God, it's going to be insane. The owner of Rhode Island Comic Con said to me, he's like, I cannot wait to hear your voice in Japanese. Oh my God, just imagine that. Imagine what we're going to do. I mean, the space is this place, and sky's the limit, man. But I got to say, to answer your question, it's got to be Carl Weathers. It has to be, and I'm just grateful. That and singing "Happy Birthday" with Carolyn to cares a lot cakes, cares a lot bakes. I have to have a cook off with her. Singing "Happy Birthday" to Captain Kirk, William Shatner last year. That yeah, Shatner. That was pretty cool too. Um, but just again, meeting all the people, just coming across people, going, "Oh my God, yeah, that is really cool." And it's just the funnest thing in the world. That's to me, that's the coolest. That's what I got to say.
So
Yeah.
you've had an incredible time, and now you're at the pinnacle of what you guys could probably do with the show, because you're on worldwide TV,
hmm
worldwide TV. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's scary. It's like super scary for me. Uh, because now we got the podcast version, we got the internet streaming version. I mean, you're streaming on the internet, but now you're streaming not just on the internet, but streaming to people's houses, and that's scary because it's like holy mackerel.
You got to up your
It's
entertainment value. Like, if you got to
Oh, I
take,
know. I am working on a new intro, new graphics. I'm working on so much stuff nonstop. It's like burning the midnight oil. I came home from work today, had some appointments, did some stuff, and then I crashed. And I just woke up a little while ago, cooked dinner for Rose and the kids, and because she wasn't home from work yet, and I'm just like, blah. I'm like, yeah, after we're done, I'm going to bed again. I'm
hell
going
yeah,
back to
man.
sleep.
I
And then I
gotta
got
be.
a whole, and then I got stuff to do tomorrow. And then I got the appearance down at Eric's shop, Alternate Universe LLC, proud sponsor of the Angry Geek Show. And I also have more sponsors hitting me up. Hey, I want to be your. I'll get you a contract out. I'll get you a contract out.
You
So
send some of the
it's
sponsors my way. Huh? Throw some ads in the back of the books or something. Huh?
um, so it's just insane. And I had my heart broken a lot. I did have my heart broken, and we all know that story. And it's just, yeah, it's just, I'm grateful but sad at the same time because I mean we all know that story, and I don't want to live that. But yeah, Just
Lewis,
insane,
our
man.
special guest appearance of the evening, sir, Mr. Chris Graves, waiting in the wings. What's up?
Hey, Craig! Oh,
Hey,
look at
what's
that,
up,
man!
buddy?
My twin brother right there.
Yeah,
How you
look
doing?
at
It's a flexing
I almost wore. It was so funny, dude. I almost wore a Superman shirt tonight.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
we would have been both flexing, man. That would have been awesome.
Perfect, man.
Poor Mark would have been like, "Oh man."
Yeah, no,
What
he's
you
not
guys
going to
even
believe this
talking
wasn't
about? Look
rehearsed.
at this. I still got it.
Oh, you
Wait,
got it for sure.
wait.
Come on.
Wait, Chris, what were you saying?
I said,
Yeah, I
there's
know.
no way-
We would have been both posing, and Mark would have been like, "Damn." No.
Yeah,
What are you talking
they're going to
about?
say there's no way in hell that we didn't plan this out with the DC.
I
stuff.
know. I should have worn the Superman shirt. I almost did.
How you doing, man?
I got the Ric Flair shirt on, guys. The Ric Flair shirt. So I'm just saying, if you can't see it, there you go.
Yeah, we see it, Mark. We see it. We see it. What's going on, Chris? How are you tonight?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
I'm hanging in there here over here on the East Coast.
Yeah, right here. That's where I'm at, Jersey, baby.
Oh, really? I'm in Mass.
Okay.
Yeah, good for you.
All right, Chris.
Good for you.
That's what threw us off.
Talked face to face. So what's up, brother? How you doing? First
Hey, bro,
time
how
we've
you-
actually got to meet face to face. I hope you're doing good, Chris.
I'm good, man. It feels like I know you because I watch the shows, so it's almost like I know you.
There's
that
our
well,
one
you
viewer, guys.
See, the only difference between me and Chris is Chris got all those tattoos, but mine are badass with Simba and Stitch, man. So it's a little bit different. Just a little bit different.
This is just a little bit.
We've got the next 35 minutes to ask you questions, brother, about your career.
Cool, man.
Before we do that, I want to show everybody the black and white version of your cover that we just got turned in. Mr. Russ Cassidy is busy coloring this thing right now.
Oh, nice,
So
Ross.
it's going to be pretty cool to see that. We're also going to talk about the infamous Naughty and Nice cover that didn't make it for the book.
Why didn't it make it?
Because Sanju, he didn't have time to color it, man, and that's just how this business.
So
happens.
what? Keep it as an exclusive.
So it could have been, but
Okay.
this is cool. I put Chris's name on my original artwork because on one of the gravestones it had Graves, on one of the other gravestones it had Moran, on the other gravestone it had Cassidy. So he's forever immortalized, no matter what. For unused art, it's all sold, by the way. See, this is never a problem, Lewis. If I end up doing a piece, man, it's gone no matter what. So who gives a shit, right? It's the fact that I drew it. It's the fact that I took the time and drew the piece. That's always.
I need that pull, man.
You know? All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to show you the black and white version right now. You get to see Lilith and Attila. Chris Graves absolutely killing the design. Lewis has been with us since the beginning when she had her old costume. That's how crazy this has been, Lewis. We have been doing this show for over a year, man. It's fucking nuts.
It was fun characters to get into, man. For some reason, I thought the wings were going to be a bigger part of it. So that's kind of where my design went initially. And then you were like, all right, man, we got to lose the wings. I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's do it.
The wings were a one-time thing.
Gotcha.
Chapter 4, she touches the heart. She gains like all sorts of fucking powers all of a sudden. Uses these powers. She has yet to use them again since Attila has that heart, ingested it in the book that we did back in August. And this book right here is a direct sequel to that book, ladies and gentlemen. So everything that we did in between there was kind of prequels that fell in to other chapters, like with Valak and Jingar and Shred too. So, guys, we're back to Hellbringers, and we only got 2 to 3 chapters left. I can't wait to end this thing.
You were saying.
It is just, dude, in my head all day with this crazy ass shit. And, dude, it is crazy because you start to think and this is what I tell people. It's a psychological, philosophical thriller. Okay. And what I mean by that is it's going to change either the way you think or you're going to think it's so fucked up that you're never going to want to read anything from me again. It's literally what's going to happen with these last 2 issues is, We say this all the time. Like, you just got to watch what you're writing, is what they try to tell me. And I'm like, dude, no, I'm going all for it. These last two, I'm going for it. So I just hope everybody out there is aware of what they're getting into with these last two issues.
I mean, that's the benefit of this doing your own thing, putting your own stuff out there. Is like no one can tell you how to write your story. No one can tell you how to draw your characters. Like that's what this is about, man. And being able to get your vision out there.
I'm just happy to have you. Because we've been talking about this thing for a year, maybe.
Yep.
So
a year.
I've been a huge supporter of yours. You've been a supporter of mine,
for sure.
That symbiosis really worked out for this cover in this project. I hope to be able to work with you again someday because you killed it. Wait till you see Russ's colors on this thing. It's going to be awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, Russ always puts the work in, man. He's always killing it for sure.
All right. First question.
Yes.
What is your favorite convention to eat at?
And oh my God.
Restaurant and food to eat there.
You're going to kill me, man. I've only been to one serious convention. And it was Keystone Comic-Con. And that was about 4 years ago. I had never really went to them. And my wife surprised me with a ticket to meet.
Where's Keystone at?
Pennsylvania. It was
okay.
Yeah, it was it was just like a smaller Philly con, and my wife surprised me with tickets to actually get a meet and greet with Greg Capullo, who is like, my legend, living legend guy that I look up to, huge, and so that was super cool. We got to go in there and meet him, talk to him, and but the food, it wasn't that great, but the liquor was all right.
Liquor, I don't even know her.
Well, the poker was in the rear, you know what I mean?
What was the weirdest commission that you ever had to do? What was the strangest commission that someone came up to you and said, Chris, I want you to draw this? And you just looked at him and said, what the hell is going on in that head of yours?
Oh, man. I've been blessed so far, man. I wish I had something better, but it's all been pretty simple stuff, man. Like,
really?
Comics. Yeah, man. So far, so good. Nothing crazy.
Dude, Lewis, some of the guests...
Do you remember mine? Do you remember mine? I want to tell Chris mine. Do you remember mine?
Shit. That was one of the first questions I ever asked you on Angry Geeks. I can't remember.
I guarantee you forgot.
Because I ask every artist I come across, every artist I have to Chris, I don't call my show, I don't call these interviews, I call them conversations. Because that's what we do. We basically, so hold on a second. What the hell? Thank you, son. I just got a gift through the studio. Thank you. I'll get up again in a second. My kid just said something through the door. It's like a badass Loki shirt. Oh shit! All right,
hey, what's going on here?
I'm like, what the hell? I asked. We have conversations. We don't sit down and do interviews because that's BS. Mark, I can't remember. Go ahead. Take me off camera really quick. I'm going to get up and get this or put somebody on solo. I'm going to see what this thing is.
So the weirdest one I ever had, Chris, I'm not going to lie to you, man, was it was a baby. This dude wanted a baby. He says he gets nothing but baby commissions. It was in Vegas. And I was like, okay. He told me all the other people he's gotten them from. He's like, draw a baby. And he's like, I want it fucking pee in its diaper. And he's like, just make it badass. And I was like, how do I make this badass? Like what the fuck do you want from me? Like, in my head, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, I don't want to do this. But like, and then the other side of me is like, I really need to pee. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm here to get paid, but this is fucking creepy. But let's do it.
So,
look at that.
That's badass, baby.
Like, he had like a metal Hitler with some spikes on it, and then he had like a fucking beer bottle. It was just, dude. That was the creepiest and the weirdest commission ever.
That had to be like the most awkward exchange.
Dude, it's been 7 years. It's still the weirdest fucking thing I think I've ever done.
That's fucking wild, man. Yeah, so I don't have nothing super creepy like drawing babies yet.
Not yet, bro.
Yeah,
not yet.
I haven't done a lot of cons, so I'm sure once I start doing them.
Give it time. Give it time. Our crowd is give it time.
Hey, Rhode Island actually is a con you should look into, Chris.
For sure. For sure, definitely.
I still have time this year, you're saying?
Yeah. This year is our 10th anniversary. Our 10th. It's our 10th anniversary this year. It's going to be a huge show. The celeb list is just amazing. We're going to be extremely busy, but yeah, definitely, I would contact the people at Alternate Reality Entertainment immediately.
And
And
I'll put your name down as a reference.
yeah, absolutely,
Sweet.
yeah. Please put my name down for sure.
Mark, I'm throwing you on there too, buddy. You have to co-sign for me.
They'll be like, no, fuck it. And they see Mark's name, they're like, no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but absolutely.
Chris, let's hop it over to the next question, man. How did you get started in this industry? Tell us a little bit about it.
It's about as cliche as it gets. You start drawing. Every job I had, I'm always like on downtime, I'm doodling. And, I'd even put my work out on the internet for like a while. It wasn't until about maybe 5 years ago is when I jumped on a thing on how to draw comics and on Facebook, and I put out a couple pieces and was just getting feedback. And then, a commission here and there. But last year I got a chance to do Vampirella. Got the chance to work with Marat on a Naughty and Nice Halloween special edition. So they're kind of my high points as of right now. And I got to do that with Russ because Russ got to write it, and he had me draw it. So that was pretty cool.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm a huge Vampirella fan. Everybody out there knows how much I love Vampirella. So really cool.
Yeah, you did the badass cover.
I got to do a cover as well. That was a really cool deal. If I ever get to do another one, awesome. But I can know I did that one, and that makes me feel pretty damn good. So
yeah, for sure.
Nothing ever felt as good as the Death Dealer, though, and I'm pretty sure nothing in the future ever will either. Sarah Frazetta, big shout out to her.
Yeah,
dude. She made her published debut with us back in the day. I don't know if you know that, Chris.
No, I had no idea. That's awesome.
Yeah, she was in set 1 of the Hellbringers cards for set 1. And yeah, that's man, awesome. She did one of her first covers for us too, I think. So
that's incredible, dude. I've seen her. I think you had her on your show talking, and yeah, she's really down there. Really cool, man.
She's great. She's really into world issues and stuff like that, which I think is cool because you guys know I think the world's catching on fire right now.
Oh, it's going to hell, but type thing.
It's looking bad, man. It's hard to be an artist when you see everything burning around you like World War III and climate change stuff. So you never know, man.
Yeah, and that's why you gotta love the art, man, because you can get distracted, sure, but then you can just dive back in and you're creating your own worlds, and all that shit going on out there is out there. You're doing your own thing.
It does. It takes it away for a little while, man.
For sure.
Lewis in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Boom.
Chris, what are you reading today?
What am I reading today? Well,
yeah.
Not much. I'm doing. My thing is, I love comics, but I'm so focused on. I have this thing where I'm always trying to get better. So I'm always doing the drawing, the doodling. I really don't have much downtime for reading, but I think the last comic I did read was the Scott Snyder Capullo Batman Death in the Family thing. Yeah.
All right. I mean, obviously, you're reading what you're working on.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah.
So, what is the best that you've been working on that you read so far?
Oh, okay. I misunderstood the question. There was this cool. It was a cool book that didn't get done, but it was called Penance of Nash, and it was just about this half man, half god type thing, and it was fighting demons, but it had a dark twist, but had humor in it. It was fun that way. It had like a Stranger Things kind of feel to it,
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're Chris Graves.
I'm gonna lie because I figured that would be great for the camera. Oh yeah, fucking Hellbringers! I'm going through it, and then Mark, yeah. So what you think about this page? And I would have been like, fuck, he's got me, man. I have no idea. I didn't want to lie, but I do dig the
No
artwork in
spoilers. That's all you had to say. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. They got to pick it up, man. Wait for the trade. They got to read it themselves. What I like and they like is two different things. I don't want to spoil it. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You got to think. You got to think on the go.
On the go, yeah.
Stick with me, kid. I'll teach you. That's all you got to do.
I have to hang with you because this is my I think it's my first or second stream I've done.
Really? I'm booking you on the Angry Geeks, man. You're gonna have a blast with us.
Oh damn!
For sure.
Hell yeah, man. Get me on there.
You will have a blast with us. So yeah, that's all you got to do. Think on your toes, and it's like, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Screw that. Yeah, no way, no way. You don't want to spoil it.
I draw decent. The thinking on the feet thing's getting me.
Hey, we can't all be blessed there.
Right.
So besides Capullo, who's your influences?
Oh man, Frazetta, for sure. Wrightson, Finch, and to be honest, Todd McFarlane. I think just he was the one where I looked at a comic because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan also, and his work on Spider-Man kind of just sent me like, okay, that's the shit I want to do. Like, yeah, something might be wonky here and there, but you can't open a page and just go like you're just in awe of some of the stuff that he's doing, and that's kind of like what got me going.
So, what was Spider-Man your first exposure to McFarlane, or was it Hulk, or was it Batman?
No,
what was your?
It was Spider-Man. It was
really.
We're going back like old school. You know, don't want to date myself here, but
I'm like dating myself because my first exposure to McFarlane was like Hulk and then Batman because he drew year 2. He took over for Mike Barr.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, man. I said, this cat is awesome. And next thing you know, he's drawing the Hulk.
Yep.
And when he took over for Spider-Man, I was like, oh, Jesus. And then, of course,
he was doing Invasion for DC in like 88 or something like that.
It was because he went from exactly. He went from Invasion to Batman, and then Hulk, and then so on and so forth. So it was just like, holy moly, this cat is like friggin' phenomenal. Yeah,
it's an excellent choice as well, Chris. I'm a huge Wrightson fan. I've got a few signed prints. I had a page at one time because we actually met at a convention. It was this last convention, and we had a few laughs, took a few pictures. I just went up and bugged him all weekend, man, because I was such a huge fan. He didn't have a lot of people in his line, believe it or not.
That's the same thing for me. I mean,
it was insane to me because he's, to me, like, he's in the top 5 of greatest comic artists.
100%.
Period. Like,
the Frankenstein stuff.
It's also a Fan X, not Fan X, but what was it? It was a Fan X show. Salt Lake Fan X. They're more focused on celebrities, I think it was. So
yeah, when I met Bernie, he had nobody at his table, and I walked over to him. My Swamp Thing #1, sir.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you sign this, please? He said, absolutely.
Signed
'1, '2, and then he signed Batman vs. Aliens for me. I know it's an old, newer issue. I mean, back in '89, but still the book is beautiful. It's the prestige format book. And he just looked at, oh my God, I've never signed one of these before. I said, well, you are now because it's freaking beautiful. But he signed Swamp Thing Volume 1 and 2. I'm like, come on. He had nobody there. I was like, what is wrong with you kids?
Yeah,
come over here. This guy's
that's what's crazy about.
That's the way to go. Is that volume right there, all the way from like 1 to 9 or 1 to 12? Just get a kid to read that right there, dude. And then on comics.
That's what's comics. Yep, that's comics. Especially like.
No, Chris, what were you saying?
Oh, I'm just saying. With going back to the McFarlane thing. I just thought when he did amazing, and that was cool. It wasn't until we got his own book with the Spider-Man #1. And I feel like when you did that double page spread of Spider-Man in the air and the buildings going down to the ground, like I think that's the stuff that sent me. All right, I want to try and do this, and I like artworks that just pops at you. dynamic.
Your style is more dynamic than most people that we see in the industry who like doing more pinup style, I guess you could say, in the indie industry.
Wow,
Uh,
thanks, man.
when I see your stuff, automatically I'm like, where can this guy get to in the future? And I mean, dude, you could do Spider-Man, like you could do Spawn, like you could do those interiors. Lewis, I'm telling you, this guy is that good.
Well, looking at Chris's stuff, I would love to see him with a run on Savage Sword of Conan. I mean, dude, I think you would rock it.
Oh, you guys are too kind, man. I don't know.
That used to be the book back in the day, dude. That was
Exactly. The
I'd
black
rock
and
the
white
hell out of it.
magazine. You would, brother, you would. I mean, I'm looking at your stuff. You would kill. I mean, if they brought back the magazine format, black and white, Savage Sword of Conan, that book is yours.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
unfriggin' believable.
I
we're gonna
appreciate
get
that.
this dude. We've got to get this dude with Sarah Frazetta. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
Guys, stop. My head's not going to fit in this fucking screen, brother.
your horns on that new piece are a little up, bro.
Yeah. Listen,
I'm
I
just
got
saying.
company. You know, they're coming that way. You know what I mean? The outdoor, maybe.
Well, where's the bathroom? It's
Yeah,
over there.
No,
Hey, man, don't trip over that thing.
That's the most important one. Oh, shit.
No, but seriously, when I saw somebody, I was like, damn, this dude got to be drawing Conan.
Oh,
Or Solomon Kane. He's got to be drawing something like that. I mean, Ernie Chan, old stuff right there.
I'd
Wow.
like to see Chris make his own books. That's what I'd like to see.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I'm in the middle of something right now, and you know, I think it's going to be fun. But at the end of the day, it's something I had in my mind for a few years. So, and now I finally have time to kind of be doing commissions and stuff. But now I just want to kind of focus on my own thing, like we were talking about the other day, Mark. But I'm more concerned now with the drawing stuff is fine, but the fulfillment, like we were talking about, that's
Listen,
stuff,
it's a pain in the ass, but honestly, it's a week's worth of a pain in the ass. If you, dude, I mean, well, to tell you the truth, it's about 3 weeks worth of a pain in the ass. If you want to know the truth.
If I even get the chance to fulfill, let's say that first.
But that's the thing is, like, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've taken away all my commission time and dedicated it to this.
Okay.
So all those like commissions that I would have had, like sketch covers, sketches, all out the window, bro. You have to make a decision. You're like, either you're gonna do the Psylocke and the Wolverines, for the next 10 years, or you're going to do your own book, because eventually, I mean, you can sneak one or two in there, but dude, you just do them like you did every night. I used to be the number one guy on DeviantArt on the fill in the blank covers for 2 years, dude, before I started stuff back in 2015, 2016. There were some huge names that were doing sketch covers. And dude, I think I had like 80 at one time.
That's because your wife kept buying them.
Oh, dude, she wasn't there. She wasn't alone. I had a different girlfriend back then, dude.
Buys yours. I draw mine. I put them up. Nobody buys shit.
Whatever. I don't know what they're missing. So, all right. So here's the deal. Like, all I'm saying, man, is like, if you realize you're gonna go through those sacrifices, like some of the funds aren't gonna be there that used to be there, and you're gonna be giving out funds now. That's the fun part.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You give away all the money. You know what I mean? So, and that's just the truth. But here's the other thing: you get to work with legends. Like, there's 2 legends that we have signed for these last 2 Hellbringers books that are going to blow you guys away. One of them I can already announce and tell you right now. Bob Hall is going to
nice. Mr. Bob is a cool cat.
That's awesome.
So he's going to be doing a cover for us for this next campaign.
Yeah.
And then the next one, all I'm going to say is he's done something huge on Spider-Man. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, man.
And leave it at that.
See, when you said that to me, I'm sorry, Chris.
I'm sorry, I'm going to blow his messenger up after this.
All right. Well, I already gave my opinion to who I thought it was, and no, I thought I already said, okay, is it this person? because my guess drew more Spider-Man #1s and more Spider-Man covers than anyone in history, and he's in the Guinness Book of World Record, I believe, for that.
Oh, I got to
And
guess too.
he was like, Mark was like, no, it's not him. I'm like, wow, because he said it was a legend, and my guess was a legend. I was
There's
like,
there's a few Spidey legends out there, guys.
yeah, and I was like,
the guy you're talking
whoa.
about is a legend for sure.
I was like, oh, really? It's not him. I was like, okay, because I was gonna call him. I'm like, dude, you're working with Mark, but I was. I got him on speed dial. Mark says, no, it's not him.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure he will. That individual will work for you like that.
Dude, I got a list. Let me show you this fucking list right here, guys. Let me show you this list. You guys want to know what comic work is? This is a list of people that I'm trying to figure out if I should hire or not. And then you like scratch them out as you go. Like you're like, what the fuck am I doing? So yeah, man, it's not as easy as we're putting it out to be right now. You got to go down the goddamn list.
Yeah, I mean, you got to admit though, it's pretty cool that you actually get these opportunities to actually have people that you looked up to or maybe inspired you working on your books. That's got to be kind of wild.
Dude, you just hit what I do, the nail on the head. I mean, Mark was asking me questions at the beginning of the show. I would never in a gazillion years think I would be having a conversation with like Carl Weathers or Michael Rooker or any other type of celebrity or Richard Dreyfuss or anybody like that. I would never guess in a million years that I would be sitting on stage or doing a stream with people from the Banana Splits or the Honky Tonk Man or anybody like that.
Right.
But it's like, holy hell! I mean, I'm sitting there, and I got people from like TV shows. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you calling me? I'm just an idiot. It's wild. So I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like,
man. Speaking of Honky Tonk Man, he
yes.
was right across from me at the bar at Springs last year, man. When I went up to talk to Moxley.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. He is. He's an awesome guy.
So cool, man.
He came by one time at a convention when we were in Wyoming, and he looked at me and he says, "Oh, time to bag him and tag him, boys. Get down here." Yeah, Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah. I mean, it's when they start requesting you that you work with them, it's just insane. I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about, man? But yeah, it's what you said is it's just super humbling.
Yeah,
it's humbling is what it is. It's like, what are you? I'm just an idiot surrounded by toys that picked up a video camera and a microphone and started making a fool out of himself.
Right.
It's
kind of like what I'm doing right now. It's just even just the drawing stuff. It's like, I draw comic characters or whatnot, and then I get to talk with people that that got me into doing that. And it's, as I was telling Chance Wolf, that it's hard sometimes that to be a professional. At the same time, I'm fanning out. I'm fanboying, like, dude, I'm talking to a dude who like really got me into doing this shit. So
yeah,
it's fun, humbling, but I just take it in.
You cut it. So this is my secret, and I tell everybody this. The way I can talk to everybody is I cut the fan thing just completely out.
Sometimes
it interferes in your head, man.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It does, but
sure.
it does, but sometimes you just you can't do it. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you do get there and you become that giddy girl. Yeah. And you just can't help it. And like I told you last year,
Rick, you're Dusty in the cage. It was the greatest. Rick.
No, seriously, I mean,
later, get him out of here.
Last year when Jamie and I hit that stage with the Mandalorian cast,
oh shit!
The first time we were fine, but then when Carl Weathers came out the second time, because they requested us work with them, when Carl came out, I was already with him backstage, and I was already hyperventilating and shaking.
Yeah.
But then when he came out, she was like, "Are you?" She whispered in my ear, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. And he knew it too, and he was messing with me. And then Emily Swallow says on
That's cool.
stage, I mean, if you go back and you watch the footage, she says, "Do you two want to get a room?" And Carl Weathers, I mean, to quote him, he goes, "I don't know, but it was good for me," and that just broke the ice. So, I mean, it's hard. It's hard
Yeah.
not to fanboy out or fangirl out at times. It really is
Yeah,
because
the
it's.
more you deal with people like you start to get used to it, you know.
Yep.
But
Mhm.
I remember talking, like I said, when I got to meet Capullo, I was stuttering like an idiot for like the first 5 minutes, you know.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm literally a foot away from the
wait till
man
you
who's
piss
got me
off your
going.
favorite creator. Wait till you piss off your favorite creator, and then you got to wait 6 years to ever get a cover because he's just taking it out on you. You know what I mean? Wait, just wait. It fucking
Dude, all
happens.
I need to hear
Mark.
that story.
What?
all right, Mark. Let's think about it this way. How do you think if one of my all-time favorite heroes, if he was still alive and walking this earth today, and they had me working with him, how do you think I would act then?
I think you would lose your shit if you met Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
I would not be able to talk. And Jamie and I talked about that. Jamie says she would have to do the whole panel by herself because I would be sitting there the entire time. I wouldn't be able to talk.
Right.
Plain and simple.
I get it.
Could do that to
Yeah.
me now. Like I'm thinking about now, the person I am now. I don't know if anybody could do that to me now. Not a soul.
God bless you, man. I hope I can get to that mindset where I don't know, but then do you want to lose that all? Because I mean, this is
no.
part of
It's
it, you know,
bro. It's a little unfortunate because the truth is what you were about to say is, do you want to lose the fanboy aspect of it's so?
Yeah,
much
you're
fun.
desensitized. No, I don't want that to happen.
right?
Not at all.
I don't want it either, but I'm going to tell you right now, it does happen, Chris.
I'm sure. Yeah. Just
So,
I remember talking to Lee Merriweather. I was sitting on the floor listening to her talk like it was my grandma telling me stories. I was like, oh. I just gave her the mic and let her talk. She was talking about the whole Batman 66 show. I was like, the entire time I didn't ask one question. She was just telling stories. It was just amazing.
and you were just caught up in it. Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah, it's just insane. It's
There's
just
also-
insane.
there's also where you meet somebody that ruins your perception. So, like, you
I
can
heard
meet
Oh yeah, yeah,
an artist.
yeah. That happened a few times too.
It sucks. It sucks because I met one of my favorite artists, and oh God, it just, you know what I mean?
Man, that sucks.
But that's the other side of all this is, you know, this aura of a legend that we build for these people. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to get past it, like getting past a shield, in order to reach somebody like that and treat them like a normal human being is always the best way to go. You know?
Yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure. No, I get what you're saying.
So that's why I said we don't have interviews. We have conversations because it's like right now. This is the first time I ever met Chris, but I'm talking to him like a friend. I'm not sitting here going, "Where were you on May 25th?
Right.
What did you draw?" Because you've probably heard that question 1,000 times already. So it's boring. It's not organic.
And also, it works out for me because it makes me like I said, this may be my second one. It brings it down. It makes it comfortable. You know, it's like guys having fun bullshitting. You know.
Exactly. That's what we go for.
What our show is for sure.
Oh yeah, man, I dig that.
We're showing off your art time here, Chris. Let's talk about the placement for where he put the castles is great placement, especially with how we're going to be doing the logo. And that's where the wings predominantly would have been, and also would have been a great cover with the wings. I just want you guys to know that the prelim had the wings, and it would have been awesome. I was sad that we had to get rid of them, but this is the way the cover stuff works. And then he threw in the castle stuff, which made up for the negative space, and then boom.
Oh yeah, man.
Good to go. And
put a background in there, you know. We'll raise the sword up. We make it work, man.
We're gonna be doing more covers with this guy. He's a cool dude. We're gonna have him on the show again. It is 6:56, which means we got time for one more question. Lewis, rock, paper, scissors, and let's go and shoot. What you got?
Oh, well, I didn't. I cheated. I cheated. So do it again.
Okay.
All right, Chris, you say shoot.
All right.
right.
All right.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
You win.
I got it. All right. All right, Chris. So, out of all the projects that you've been seeing around, indie project wise, what? And let's take all the politics out of it. Just and you guys know what that means out there.
Yeah.
Let's ask you this: what would be the number one indie project that you've seen Kickstarter wise and stuff like that you'd want to do? Say a cover for or anything for pinup, interiors. What would that indie project be?
Well, I'm kind of blessed because one of the guys I'm getting to work with is Mark Polton, and he's got a project going on. I'm going to get to work with him, and he's somebody I've always really wanted to work with. And but the project out right now that I'm really digging is the Reaper Destroyer by Joe Sontag. I don't know if I pronounced his name right. I hope I didn't butcher his name. But I mean,
you did. I've been on
it's so fucking cool, man. And it's like it's got that image vibe, you know, that 90s style. It's got Bat on inks. He's an absolute fucking savage on that, man. And you know, it just looks really cool. You know, I would love to be a part of that, do a cover or a pinup. That would be sweet.
Once again, an opportune time to say Hellbringers, but Chris, not all
No, well, because I just did it. So that's
kidding. Man, you're all good. Lewis, you know what time it is. So why don't you take us home, brother?
I just want to say, Chris, man, that Stranger Things is awesome.
Oh, thanks, brother.
That's it, dude. That is just incredible. And I'm gonna send you a message later on about booking you on Angry Geek Show because I'm too hot to handle and I'm too cold to hold. The only place to see me is on Faces and Heels podcast, Angry Geeks, and the Mark Mayhem Show.
Hell yeah, man. Look forward to it. Oh,
yeah, Mark. No, Mark. No. And you know what? Chris is. Wait. No, Mark. No.
That's not.
Mark, you look like Chunk.
There you go.
Chris, but when I look at the calendar book, Chris, he'll be one of the first ones to be on Pod TV and on Roku and on the Fire Stick when it comes to Angry Geek. So,
well, thank you and congratulations on that, man. That's fucking
thank you. I appreciate it.
Outstanding, brother.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah,
so,
man.
yeah. Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me.
Thank you, Chris. I'll hit you up shortly on a date. All right.
I truly appreciate it, man. Hey, thanks, Mark. I appreciate everything.
Thanks.
See you, brother. All right, Lewis, it's been a good show tonight, brother. Thanks for being in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Lewis Perry. Anything left to say before we get off here?
Be safe, San Diego.
You heard that, San Diego. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lewis Perry for the Mayhem Show. We are going to go ahead and get out of here tonight. We're going to leave you with one more thing. That one more thing is a cameo by Jesus Christ himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, all you Hellbringers fans out there. It's me, everybody's favorite Lord and Savior, Jesus. And I just want to take a quick break from my very, very busy schedule of, miracles and, other Jesus duties up here to tell you all about Hellbringers. Yes, the trade paperback collecting the first arc and 5 issues of the hit series that was on Kickstarter this year and is currently getting con exclusives and selling out in every con. It's glorious. But you don't have to take my word for it. But you probably should, though, because, I am, the most reputable person, ever. Don't get me started on Lucifer the Conqueror. What a shitty husband. You'd think Adam was pretty shitty for letting Eve go in there and, get all funky with that snake and eating the apples and stuff. Lucifer? Oh. Well, anyways, listen, I'd love to stay and, rain down blessings, but I am the busiest savior ever. And these mansions, they're not going to build themselves. So you stay blessed, okay? Don't forget, Hellbringers. You better get it quick before it's too late. Gotta go. Love you. Amen.
I'm a snake. I'm a silly little sniggy snake. Now I.
There it goes. We're out of here for tonight. Thanks for coming to the show. Because enjoyed having Chris Graves on. Congratulations to Lewis again for getting on Roku, and I can't wait to be on that show with him as well around the world. You guys have a great night.